It's Sunday, December 18th, 2016. We are live at 11:21 Central Standard Time. I'm Alex Jones. As everyone knows, 2 weeks ago, the European Union officially came out, their commission, unelected, dictatorial, and gave Facebook, Google, Twitter, and hundreds of other major internet platforms 24 hours to announce their plans to censor the, quote, alt-right. Infowars.com, drudgereport.com, Breitbart.com were all named as the chief groups to be shut down as, quote, fake news. Now, as I told everyone, the term fake news started in 1996 in China when they brought net censorship in. They now this year announced a internet ID for everyone. They're going to have this here in the U.S. now as well. It's a global ID system where you get voted up or down by corporations, government, and other, quote, stakeholders. And if they don't like you, you then have a negative rating and you yourself are seen as a bad person. It's like wearing a yellow star in Nazi Germany. They even had a episode about this a year after I talked about it, or more. It actually started about a year and a half ago, on a program called The Black Mirror. I've never seen it but once, and it was an episode called Nosedive, where everybody's having to upvote everyone or downvote everyone. That's the actual social score system they're bringing in that we, again, first reported on about a year and a half ago. That's now here. And overseeing it will be Snopes, a guy, his wife, and a cat. I'm serious. They're total leftist funded by Soros. And then a mail-order diploma catalog that has 6 employees but is leftist. Facebook, within a few days of that announcement by the EU, began trying to censor our links, blocking us sharing links to things like Pizzagate. So did Reddit, shadow banning us. But now we're being put into these major databases to be blocked. And it's because we are so accurate. It's because we are the people's voice. We are Americana. And we have upwards of 85 million viewers and listeners at peak times like the election. On average, about 40 million. Billions and billions of views on YouTube. They know that we're changing the narrative from globalism back to nationalism, and that all over the world, populism is rising. So an attack on Infowars is an attack on you. Here's an article out of PC World just 16 days ago. China is running the model and has met with Zuckerberg to censor the internet. So there's PC World, not saying, oh my God, it's horrible, the communist Chinese are going to help us censor the web in Europe and the US. They say, oh no, you want to know how to deal with fake news? China did it. They did it first. See, that's how they sell it. They were even 2 weeks ago in the Wall Street Journal and other papers going, you better shut down your alternative media, your fake news. We're going to pull our $3 trillion in U.S. bonds, U.S. treasuries. Then last Friday, they grabbed one of our underwater drone unmanned submarines. Major escalations. Now, we normally get attacked about 3 times a month by DDoS attacks and other attacks, slow Lawrence attacks, you name it. We have to spend a lot of money on, obviously, IT and cybersecurity. We have some of the biggest companies in the world running it. We use the same companies that Google and Walmart use. I mean, tons of money. They said over the last 48 hours, they've never seen anything like it. It's synthetic traffic. It's state-sponsored, and they believe it's communist Chinese. That's what other experts have been telling us. Obviously, they go out and take over computers and then attack us. I'm not the IT guy. But this is synthetic attacks where we can turn on, hundreds of cloud servers, and they'll just apply that much more pressure to it to shut down Infowars, to slow Infowars, and to successfully shut down our main shopping cart, InfowarsStore.com. It's been about 90% shut down for 48 hours. And they know when to attack. They know in the last week before Christmas that that's much of the profit we use to fund the next year and to expand. In fact, we don't normally become profitable until December. And it's been the same this year. So this is what they're doing right now. And the attacks are pointed towards communist China. That is, it looks like they're coming from there at us. And China has probably 50 times the cybersecurity and cyber attack capability, according to the Pentagon, that Russia does. That's why it's ridiculous to say that Russia's been hacking us when China and the Saudi Arabians bragged that they gave record amounts of money to Hillary's campaign. All these foreign governments got involved. Foreign leaders got involved. Obama went and lectured England not to have the Brexit. Remember all this? This is globalism. A bunch of
2017.
A bunch of multinational groups ganging up, corporations and governments on America, on England, on Iceland, on Greece, on Italy, who've all been voting to get out of the EU. So clearly we're being hit because they know we're the tip of the spear, we're the spearhead of the resistance. And again, we're committed to the truth. We're committed to defending your rights. The First Amendment is now publicly under attack. 2 weeks ago, when it was announced, or about a week and a half ago by the EU, people didn't believe us, even though we were linked to their statements on Infowars.com. It's like Davos came out 2 weeks ago and said, we're going to surveil everything you do. You'll have no private property. You will be a slave, but it's good. The headline even said that. And I did videos on it. I put it in a special documentary called In Game 2, which is just a 25-minute addendum to the film that's 3 hours long. In Game 2, now online, Blueprint for Global Extermination. With their own words, folks, you have to understand, this is a technocracy. So understand, this is your operation that's under attack. So that's why I want to encourage folks to know that if you want to support the broadcast, don't take the articles, the videos, this information for granted, because it's being shut down, it's being censored more and more, and they're testing, they're probing. Facebook announced it's a pilot program to put Snopes in charge of what you can read and what you can see. And mainstream media is going, oh, some people claim it's censorship, but it's just making sure everyone's safe. We learned from the Chinese. They don't tell you they're communist Chinese that enslave their own people and are the biggest mass murderers in history. So I'm very critical of China, being critical of President Trump and our nationalism. I'm very critical. I'm not anti-Chinese. I'm anti-communist Chinese. And so they've been criticizing me in their major publications. They see us as an enemy, and they're really teamed up with the globalists that run this country. So understand, folks, we hang together, we hang separate. It's more important than ever to send a message to Alexa.com trying to delist us, and to all these different organizations and the communist Chinese and others, that Americans of every race, color, and creed will stand together for free speech and defend it. And we are the ones raising the alarm of the web censorship and the Chinese communist-style censorship coming to the United States. Even the Australian papers have that headline, U.S. going under Chinese-style censorship. This is happening, but the big telecoms, the big news, isn't going to tell you. They're going to mislabel it and misbrand it. So I want to encourage everyone, especially folks who haven't, to go to Infowars.com/newsletter and sign up for that to get exclusive videos, articles, promo codes for the shop, you name it, so that if we do get the site shut down, we can actually still get to you low-tech through email. And I never really pushed getting folks to sign up for email over the years, even though that's so important. But all the tech experts have said, look, this is low-tech, high-tech, you've got to do it. So Infowars.com/newsletter. Also, 100,000 plus people signed our petition. They're all printed up at the office. It's going to be mailed tomorrow to Trump Tower. I'm going to have a reporter go there, maybe myself, and take delivery of it there at Trump Tower, of citizens asking President-elect Trump to stand up to the communist Chinese attempts to censor us. They're in our news. I'm going to do a special video on this today, 4 to 6 p.m., live on air. I'm going to show you all the articles where the communist Chinese are lecturing us about getting rid of our free speech. So that's coming up today. And I also want to ask folks, I want to thank folks that signed the petition, to also realize we have a backup store, which they've also been attacking, but has a different configuration. And that's store.infowars.com. And the security is fine on the stores. They're trying to block it getting to it by shutting the actual servers down. So store.infowars.com, it's loading good. It's working pretty good. Infowarsstore.com is up and down. If you can get into it, you can order, but they're trying to block you getting into it. They're trying to block your path into the store to get high-quality products and support the broadcast. So Infowarsstore.com is the one under attack. Store.infowars.com is the backup. And again, this is an information war. It is your financial support that makes all of this possible. And so we have to get the word out about how the communist Chinese are the ones that are running the takeover of the web. We have to point out that they're the ones that have written the blueprint and met with Zuckerberg 14 times. We have to point out this rollout's happening as the Paul Revere's, from the Federal Reserve to the income tax in 1913 to the NDAA in 2011. Everything the globalists do is right around Christmas and on Friday nights and New Year's when you're not paying attention. You know that. So you're the Paul Revere's in the dead of night, raising the alarm. And also, I want to be able to show these folks, okay, You've hit us in our most important week of the year, which you knew what you were doing. And yeah, you've really made us lose a lot of money. That's great. You've hurt the First Amendment. You've supported people that have suicide nets around their factories and are preparing for war with the United States, to all of our enemies out there. But we're going to continue on, and people that care about freedom, they're going to support us, because here's the deal. Just like we've got game-changing information, people overuse the term game-changing. Infowars is game-changing. We are the spearhead, not just the tip of the spear. You are the spear itself, the entire system of resistance. Our products are revolutionary. The very best survival supplies, the very best and widest selection of non-GMO or heirloom open pollinated seeds, the very widest spectrum of super high quality supplements and nutraceuticals that are all from 50 to 30% off right now, and free shipping right through to tomorrow. All orders that get in by tomorrow are guaranteed in the continental United States and to Alaska and to Hawaii. They're not guaranteed in Guam and Puerto Rico, but everything shipped up by tomorrow is guaranteed 100% in the continental U.S. The USPS says in those other states outside the continental, I don't know. That's what their new map this year says. I'm going off last year's map that shows where it's getting delivered. So show them that you're going to support free speech, and most importantly, get ultra high quality products. X2 is the good halogen. DNA Force is the ultimate when it comes to nerve growth refactor and detoxification. But we don't worry about it. Let's just shoot this, and we'll be able to do that in a minute. We'll show folks that. So all of here. You want to write it? Go ahead and unfold it. So what I'm saying to you is, this is a war, folks. I've analyzed the attack plan. We're dead on. There's a reason generals listen to us, and presidents listen to us, and foreign governments listen to us, and MSM, that's collaborator media with this multinational group with Bloomberg and the globalists and Soros and the Rockefellers, have openly tried to leverage out this country and take over this nation. And we are your champions. Infowars is one of your main champions, defending you and your Second Amendment and your 10th Amendment and your Fourth Amendment and your First Amendment and everything else. So we need your support, but plus it's all a win-win. These are products you need. I want to hire 4 or 5 more reporters and editors and camera people. I want to hire like 10 more people next year, okay? And we're budgeting all this money. The amount of money we've lost is an employee and a lot of equipment the last 2 days. Let's not let the enemy win. Let's not let foreign governments that think they control us, in China that's buying up 6 of the major film production companies to control Hollywood. That's mainstream news. I told you about it 5 years ago. It's happening. They don't like the fact that I'm defending the fact that we're being taken over. They don't like the fact that I'm raising the alarm. They don't like the fact we're effective. That's why they spend all their time saying we're not effective, because we are effective. Infowars.com/show. I'm going to send out the link to our good store that's still up via email for those that sign up to Infowars.com/newsletter. You can still get on the site for now. But again, I want to be clear. This is the biggest sustained attack on Infowars.com. PrisonPlanet.com, our backup site. Our main store, Infowars.com, that not just we've ever seen, but the major large company that we use, that uses a bunch of other big companies with cloud servers all over the place. They can just sit there and flip virtual servers. And no matter what we sit there and flip, they just put more attacks on it. It's governmental, that's for sure, and it's pointed straight at the American people and straight at your free speech. And it appears that these attacks are originating in China, and it's been intensifying for months and months and months and months and months, attempting to do this. They're trying to openly shut us down in the news. They're trying to openly shut down your free speech as well. If they're successful with us, it's over. And they're trying to shut off your capability to get to the site, to see the articles. They're trying to shut down our capability for you to share the videos. They're trying to shut down our funding and your capacity to get products like Brain Force Plus. It's got 20% more. The ultimate nootropic for an incredibly low price. Again, our information is game-changing, cutting edge. Our products are game-changing, cutting edge. Everything we do is kick-ass. Look at our meme, Hillary for Prison. Now viral. Trump can't even shut it down. I'm not saying Trump's bad, but he's trying to play nice till he gets in office at least. We're 32 days out. They're trying to overthrow the electors. They've got a shot at it. We told you that first. We told you everything, folks. We told you Trump was going to win. We've got the intel. I work 7 days a week. I work 18 hours a day because we are living in amazing times. And it isn't the person that makes the person, I've learned. It's the extraordinary times that make the extraordinary men and women. And you're extraordinary. Thank you for your support. I salute you. I thank you. Infowars.com/. newsletter, Infowars.com/show. That's why we're on Facebook, on Google, on Periscope, on all these platforms, so that as they try to shut us down more and more, we can hop to each level back and forth like we're hopping across, stones over a raging river, and then expose, hey, they're censoring us, so they have to back off. But it's a game. They want to do it by stealth. They didn't want to try to steal the election right after Trump won. They waited a month. They waited till you went to sleep. They waited till Christmas. Twitter's saying they're looking at banning Trump, the president of the U.S., saying he's a bully for standing up to a union head and saying, how dare you say I only brought back 85% of the jobs to Carrier. We're all under attack. Infowars.com, folks. And again, the backup is Infowars.com/newsletter, store.infowars.com. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Get on that email so we can stay in contact with you no matter what happens. Even if you don't listen and they shut us down or whatever, just remember, I can go to a foreign country and if we have to, and still get videos and articles to you through that email at Infowars.com/newsletter. Okay, I'm going to get back to work. I'll see you on the radio today, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. That's why we're on over 240 AM and FM stations and shortwave. I'm on WWCR, 100,000 watts worldwide. We sell shortwave radios. They're also weather radios. We got to go low-tech and high-tech in this fight. We've got to be a stool with a lot of legs, 10 or 15 legs, so they cut a few off. We're still standing while we grow other legs. And I'm going to launch more websites now. I'm going to launch extra shopping carts and other backup systems. So, every time this happens at this level, just like a starfish, grows new starfish when it gets cut in pieces, we're going to do the same thing. I want to thank the crew for their support. Thank Buckley for coming in on Sunday, working so hard as well. And I want to thank you all. Infowars.com/newsletter. Sign up for that. And please go to the store and take advantage of the free shipping that ends tomorrow, and on products like colloidal silver, up to 50% off. Biggest sale of the year they're trying to block. Thank you.